Jayden went to the supermarket that morning with no thought beyond bread and milk. He pushed his cart through the aisles, moving without care, until a sound made him stop dead in his tracks. A laugh. It was soft, familiar, and it struck him like lightning. His head turned on instinct, and what he saw nearly dropped him to his knees. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Blossom Stories, where romance meets suspense in unforgettable love stories. Before we begin, tell us in the comments where you're watching from. We love to know how far our stories travel. And if you enjoy emotional journeys filled with love, drama, and mystery, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the next chapter. Lucy, the woman who had once owned his heart. The woman who had vanished from his life without a word. And beside her, two little girls. Twins. Their curls bounced as they reached for cereal boxes, and when they looked up, Jayden's chest tightened. Their eyes were his. His hands gripped the cart, knuckles white. His mind screamed for answers. 3 years of silence. 3 years of wondering. And here she was, with children who carried his face. "Mommy, can we get the one with the B?" one girl asked. Lucy smiled down at her, then lifted her gaze. Her eyes met his. The air left his lungs. "Lucy." Jayden's voice cracked like glass. Her lips parted. "Jayden." The twins looked between them, sensing something they couldn't name. Jayden's body shook as the truth pressed against him, desperate to be spoken. "Can we talk?" he forced out, voice unsteady. Lucy froze, then gave a single nod. Outside. He followed her toward the doors, his heart pounding so hard it hurt. He thought he had only lost the woman he loved. Now he knew the truth was bigger. He had also lost 3 years of his daughter's lives. Would Lucy finally open her heart and tell him everything? Or would she walk away again, leaving Jayden broken all over? It started years earlier, on the first day of college. The cafeteria was full of noise and movement. Jayden carried his tray and looked for a seat. Then he saw her. Lucy. She stood out right away. Her brown skin shone under the bright lights. Her curls framed her face. She was calm and confident even in the busy crowd. Jayden felt sure about one thing. She was going to change his life. He walked straight up to her table. Without thinking, he said, "I'm going to marry you." Lucy blinked in surprise, then laughed. "You don't even know my name." "I'll learn it," Jayden said. "But I already know this. I'm going to marry you." She shook her head but let him sit. "Lucy," she said at last. "Jayden," he replied. That was the start of everything. She laughed that day, but neither of them knew how serious those words would become, and how much pain they would endure before that promise could be tested. At first, they were just friends. They studied together, ate meals together, and shared stories. But as time passed, their bond grew stronger. Jayden admired how focused Lucy was. He loved how she spoke about her family in Jamaica and how determined she was to succeed. Lucy admired how kind Jayden was and how he never gave up, no matter how hard things got. By their second year, they were close. By their third year, they were in love. Real love. They planned a future together even if they didn't say it out loud. They thought their love was unshakable. But someone else was planning to break it apart. Not everyone was happy for them. Lucy's roommate Amanda wanted what Lucy had. She wanted Jayden's attention. When she couldn't get it, jealousy grew. Amanda started planting doubts in Lucy's mind. "Are you sure he's serious about you? I saw him talking to another girl. He's too friendly. Don't be surprised if he's seeing someone else." At first, Lucy didn't believe her, but Amanda kept at it, and slowly the words sank in. Then came the photo. One night, Amanda showed Lucy a picture on her phone. It was Jayden at a party, with his arm around another girl. He was laughing, and it looked like he was leaning in close. Lucy's stomach dropped. Amanda sighed. "I'm sorry, Lucy. I thought you should know." When Jayden came by that night, Lucy was furious. "Who is she?" she demanded. Jayden was confused. "Who?" "Maya, the girl in this picture." She held it up. Jayden's eyes widened. "She's my lab partner. That's not what it looks like." But Lucy's trust was already broken. Amanda's words and the photo were too much. "I can't do this anymore," Lucy whispered. Tears streamed down her face. Was the picture real or a trap? And would Lucy walk away before hearing the truth? Lucy made a choice. She booked a flight back to Jamaica. She left Jayden a note. It said, "I can't stay in a relationship I no longer trust. Please forgive me." When Jayden came to her dorm, she was gone. He rushed to the airport, but it was too late. He watched her plane disappear. What he didn't know was that Lucy was pregnant with twins. Jayden thought he had only lost her. He didn't know he was also losing 2 children. Lucy gave birth to 2 girls, Aria and Ava. She raised them on her own in Jamaica. It was not easy, but she loved them with everything she had. Every time she looked at them, she thought of Jayden. She wanted to call him. Many times, she almost did. But Amanda's lies still haunted her. She thought Jayden had betrayed her. She decided it was better to keep quiet. Meanwhile, Jayden tried to move on. He worked hard, but he never stopped thinking about Lucy. He never stopped wondering why she left without saying goodbye. He didn't know that 2 little girls across the ocean carried his eyes. Their lives were moving apart, but fate was not done with them yet. 3 years later, Lucy returned to the U.S. for her cousin's wedding. She planned to stay only a short while. One morning, she went to the supermarket with her daughters. That was where Jayden found her. In the parking lot, Jayden looked at Lucy with pain and hope. "Why didn't you tell me?" he asked. Tears filled Lucy's eyes. "Because I thought you didn't want me. Amanda made me believe you didn't care. And if you didn't want me, how could I tell you about them?" Jayden dropped to his knees in front of the twins. "Hi," he whispered. I'm your daddy." The girls looked at him shyly. One of them reached out to touch his face. In that moment, Jayden knew he had been given a second chance. But a second chance doesn't mean an easy road. Would Lucy let him back in, or would doubt return to haunt them? At her cousin's wedding, Lucy looked beautiful. Jayden couldn't take his eyes off her. He wanted to prove himself, not just to Lucy, but also to their daughters. After the ceremony, he found her in the garden. "I lost you once," he said. "I don't want to lose you again. Please give me a chance." Lucy looked torn. Before she could answer, Amanda appeared. She was working at the event as part of the planning team. Her smirk was the same as before. "You can't trust him, Lucy," Amanda said loudly. "He hasn't changed. He never will." Jayden clenched his fists but kept calm. "You lied before, Amanda. You showed her fake photos and messages. And because of you, I missed the first years of my daughters' lives." Gasps came from people nearby. Amanda's face lost its color. Lucy's eyes widened. For the first time, Amanda was exposed in public. Would Lucy finally see Amanda for what she truly was? Or would Amanda's words poison her heart again? Jayden began searching for the truth. With the help of a friend, he discovered Amanda had set him up. The photo had been staged. The messages had been fake. When he showed Lucy the proof, her heart broke all over again. Not at Jayden, but at the years they had lost. "I left you," she whispered. "I didn't fight hard enough to keep you," Jayden said. They cried together, but this time they didn't let go. Jayden started spending time with the twins. He learned their likes, their dislikes, and their little habits. He proved he was here to stay. The truth was finally out. But could Lucy's heart trust him again after so much pain? Months later, Jayden asked Lucy to meet him at their old college cafeteria. When she arrived, it felt like stepping back in time. He looked into her eyes. "I told you once I would marry you. I meant it then. I mean it now. Lucy, will you marry me?" Tears filled her eyes. This time, she said yes. Their daughters clapped and cheered. Jayden pulled Lucy close, knowing this was the moment their story had been waiting for. It had taken years of heartbreak, but now came the biggest question of all. Could they finally build the future they once dreamed of? At their wedding by the sea, Lucy wore flowers in her hair. Jayden held her hand tightly, never wanting to let go again. The twins carried the rings, giggling the whole way down the aisle. Their vows were simple: to love, to stay, and to protect their family. They kissed, and everyone cheered. At last, they were home. Life after the wedding was not perfect, but it was real. Jayden woke up to the sound of little feet running down the hall. Lucy found comfort knowing she was no longer carrying the burden alone. They laughed at small things: burnt toast, messy braids, bedtime stories that ended in giggles. One night, after the twins fell asleep, Lucy handed Jayden a box of old letters. "These are the words I wanted to send you but never did." Jayden held them, tears in his eyes. "And now we'll write new ones, together." The family built new routines, new traditions. Friday nights with popcorn and movies. Saturday mornings at the park. Quiet Sundays where Jayden and Lucy sat hand in hand, watching their daughters play. The pain of the past didn't vanish, but it became a reminder of what they had survived. They were stronger now, bound not just by love, but by forgiveness and choice. And then, weeks later, Lucy felt a familiar change stirring within her. Quiet smiles passed between her and Jayden as they realized the truth. New life was on the way. Their story of love, once broken, was not only healed, but growing again. Their story had come full circle. But now, with new promises and a family built on truth, their greatest challenge was not finding love. It was keeping it day after day. Jealousy and lies can destroy even strong love. Distance can test it. Time can hurt it. But true love never really dies. If it is real, it will always find its way back. And when it does, it must be protected, day by day, choice by choice. Song of Solomon 8th, verse 7th. Many waters cannot quench love, neither can the floods drown it. Thank you for staying to the end. If this story touched your heart, don't let it end here. Subscribe for more tales of love, betrayal, and hope. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new story. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What part touched you most? And don't forget to share this video with friends and family who love powerful stories of love and redemption. Your support means the world, and it helps us bring you even more stories like this one. See you next time, and remember, love is free,